Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing one of the topic, that is city creation. In this basically one groups basically are also there that are also basically playing the very dangerous role basically. So here the things is R&D department of medicines and chemical, then medicines groups, doctors groups, then combinations groups of nuclear power and energies and medicines groups, and this basically connects to health department. Health departments or basically you can see which name basically healthcare department and defense department also we will give name defense department. And this defense department basically you can add here also basically, but before here basically the defense department basically is supposed to go here basically. That basically is one error basically of the system creation group basically. Of the system creation group basically, they basically have done this error basically. So defense group basically also have to connect with this department also basically. They are not doing basically. So there basically the system basically failed. So one other person told that here basically the peace departments basically are there basically. Peace department might be there basically, but here basically the army groups also basically have to connect. That is the defense department basically. See basically why basically I am telling that also we will discuss. So this is one thing basically. Here basically we found one error basically of the group basically who created the world basically. And basically whole world creation basically is one. That basically everybody knows. So this is one thing basically. Healthcare department also basically came into the picture. Medicine combination also basically done. Now basically see the thing basically which is going to connect. So in this time basically we will see the earthquake also basically. The location of the earthquake basically currently it's ongoing basically. So see basically the earthquake data also you see basically. Earthquake data also see basically now. See the earthquake data also now. See the latest earthquake basically. See the latest earthquake. Latest earthquake is Turkey, Italy, Germany, that. See basically last earthquake basically happened in India basically. Because this is connecting with the earthquake only basically. This is connecting with the earthquake only basically. So one of the person told that yes basically. So this is one thing basically it's clear basically. So Uttar Pradesh basically contains which type of people basically. Then he told that yes this group basically. So one of the person told that basically Uttar Pradesh basically contains this type of people basically. Then he told that yes. So one of the person told that how basically the temple basically are created basically. Because when the temples are created basically, the data basically which was taken basically and which was basically given basically and which basically was prepared basically, that are this group basically. This is one group, this is another group, this is another group, this is another group, and here basically we will add one more topic, that is stories creations groups, that are Bollywood groups. So that basically comes into this group, actually given the name entertain group basically, but this does not sense to entertain basically, this sense to basically future creation groups. So you have to change the name basically. Entertain group basically you can't say, because lots of people say that basically they are entertain world basically, but this very dangerous world basically, that is Bollywood world basically. It's very dangerous world basically. So one of the person told that yes, yeah basically. It does not seems to entertain basically name basically, but it is very dangerous name basically. So one of the person told that yes basically. So here basically the another group basically that is came, that is stories groups, that is Bollywood group basically. So this groups basically also decides the temple creation. So one of the person told that basically one temple basically is which is getting prepared basically by one of the group basically. They told that basically we are preparing this temple basically, so we need the data basically which can secure these all blood groups. That basically we will take here as one more thing basically. So see basically what are the things basically going to connect basically. So see basically, so this above groups, blood cells groups are supposed to secure. So according to that the temple's data was collected. So see basically, so base is ready basically, because, and this basically how it was created, that also basically we have saw basically, that is created by which group, that is which group, this group basically. So lots of people say यार एक तो बहुत it's very dangerous basically. So temple creation basically is not so easy task also, and this everything is done basically. And like this basically many temples are created, many mosques are created basically. And this everything basically is done. So see basically how the material basically was collected. So this is one thing basically. Then one of the person told that yes basically this is clear basically. So now basically things basically see. Now basically see what are the things basically going to affect basically. So one of the person told that it's not so easy basically to create the stuff basically. This is basically the normal stuff basically that everybody knows basically who are basically into the city creation basically. This is the normal stuff basically. This is the normal stuff basically. So in Bollywood industry basically lots of Uttar Pradesh people are also basically there who basically are connected with the Ram Mandir temple data creation, and they basically had done that also basically. Because temple is basically created. So in next video basically you are going to see a little bit more about this basically.